Hi, what up, mother truckers? BP Hero back at you here, and we're checking out the Onyx Matrix. This one is a little bit different than the other two you've seen on the channel so far from the Onyx U-Trip stuff. This one is going to be a 12.5-inch barrel, half ounce of inload, composite handle, composite barrel, and it's kind of an interesting bat. It kind of gave us some different vibes than I was expecting. I have swung the Big Chef and I have swung the 13.5-inch Matrix as well. I haven't swung the other one-piece offerings they have yet, but this is the third one that we've had on the channel so far, and I am going to spoil it a little bit and say that this has been our favorite Onyx that we've had on the channel so far as the U-Trip stuff goes. But no further ado, let's check out the video here. Me and Spence getting in some action. I'm going to have our first and last rounds with it. I did go ahead and put the middle part of our rounds at the end and do it in the little extras part there. So if you're wanting some extra content on this thing, maybe a little bit of a more of an uncut swing feel, there will be those in there. But Onyx Matrix, let's get it going.
The wrapper, easy peasy. Go green.
Oh, you get -1 from the tree huggers. You just threw it on the ground.
I'll pick it up later.
All right, so here's me and Spence out here getting this old Matrix started. We are on the baseball field here at Legion Park in Columbia, Missouri. 325 in left, 350 in center, 315 in right. It's a good size field. We are hitting a mix of balls. Got everything from 52 300s to Evil BP 52 pluses, Evil BP rockets, as well as some Deadly Thunder ZN, Pro M hardcores, and some 44 400s mixed in there as well. About 85 to 90 degree day here. Nothing too hot. Pretty enjoyable outside for the middle of summer in Missouri. No really wind or anything to speak of like that. Just really trying to cover as many details as I can here because there's a couple of things that I do want to talk about with this thing, and I'll kind of get to that in a minute, but I just want to go over some of the spec stuff first. I will say that for having a 12.5-inch barrel, the whole thing was tight, but it never really killed your hands or anything like that. It was kind of interesting. And the handle also complemented the barrel well in terms of feedback. You know, I never burned my hands at all with this thing, and that kind of surprised me for how stiff this thing was. And it wasn't like mind-blowing out of the wrapper, but it was definitely better than I expected it to be, especially swinging the Big Chef that needed a little bit of work to get going. And then the 13.5-inch Matrix, which really honestly felt great, but just lacked a little bit to be desired in the performance department. So I did have my hopes up for this, but it didn't take very long to kind of wake up and come to life a little bit. And we did have a little bit of fun with it. Being at 26.5, it did kind of mess with me a little bit. It did swing true to weight as far as the sticker weight and the inload goes. The inload felt like a true half ounce, and the bat as a whole felt okay. I have been known to not do very well with the lighter bats. I don't have a great swing, so my timing is very fickle. So that kind of gave me some fits here, just being a little bit on the lighter side of things for what I'm used to. But if you're into 26s, then this is going to be on the lighter end of being a 26, but still doable. I wouldn't mess with going up an ounce or anything like that, just to kind of get away from how light it did swing. All right, so here we are checking this thing out on the tester, and I want you to look fast, okay? Here we go. I'm going to roll it. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 different clips, and I'm going to slow them down here, kind of talk your way through them now. Here we are looking at this thing brand new in the wrapper, coming in at 265. Nothing really, exciting, right? But we go to putting about 50 or 60 swings on it. It was starting to feel better, starting to hit a little bit better. So I threw it back on the tester, and it was still 265. So we put about another 100 on this thing. And what do you know it? We put it back on the tester after about 150-ish total swings because I felt like it was about to turn another gear here and get a little bit better, and it's still 265. This is absolutely crazy. I haven't seen this in a long time with the softball bat that gets better and the compression needle literally never moves. I've seen them like creep down a little bit like the Louisvilles do, but not just be like stuck in the mud like this thing was. That's a very interesting thing that we're going to talk about here in just a minute once we get back to the field. And while I've got you here, let's look at the website, and I want to talk about a couple of things here real quick. One, these are sold out, so that does kind of stink, because you could use code BPHero to get yourself one of these. Is this something you're interested in? After I kind of give you the rundown of what we think of this thing and where I think it might end up landing after some more swings. But nonetheless, if they do come back in stock, you can be sure and get yourself one. And the one other thing I do want to talk about with this bat that I didn't mention with the other two, and honestly, maybe a little on me for not doing my research all the way, but these bats, as you can see here, are sold with no warranty. It's $229 retail. Obviously, you can save some money hitting up your boy using code BP Hero. You got to go to their website, onyxsoftballbats.com, and get your warranty. You go over here, and the interesting thing that I do give them credit for with this is it's not like you pay for the warranty and then it just goes away, right? Poof, gone. Your year warranty. You didn't use it. Tough crap, you're out of luck. So it says here, this offer applies to U-Trip bats. If the warranty remains unused within 1 year or thereafter, you have the option to convert the $100 into a gift card that can be used on the website. The warranty is not transferable, must be redeemed by the same purchaser of the bat. I'm going to guess they're probably going to hold pretty true to that. But the very interesting thing with that to me is the fact that you're going to get that $100 back to use on their website somewhere. That's really cool to me. It's not like, poof, your $100 is gone. It's gone forever. You don't get it back. You are going to get that $100 back. So it's not a bad investment. It does make the bat a little bit pricey, but to know you get that $100 back is also kind of a good thing too. I did want to mention that because I did in the last two videos that they don't come with a warranty. But I think this is cool that Onyx is deciding to handle it this way so you can at least get your money back. Back to the field. So real quick, I do want to give credit where it's due before I do forget. A huge thanks to the Vegas over at Onyx for sending this to us so we could try it out for you guys. It was a little bit overdue, and that is definitely my apologies for that. Life gets busy and had some other releases and stuff we had to get done. But I did want to put some more swings on this thing before I put this video out, but I needed to get it out sooner than later. So what I am going to do is revisit this video, and here's why. The very interesting thing with this bat to me was the fact that it got better. The compression tester needle literally never moved, and it's like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't even have words to describe it. We had fun swinging it. It wasn't a game changer. It was definitely nice. And every once in a while, you would just absolutely run into a ball just like Spencer did right there. And it would go like that extra 20 or 30 feet, which makes me think that the thing might come around a little bit. So what I think I'm going to do is put about another 200 or 300 on this thing just to kind of see what we get. But as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is something that if you take a lot of BP, I would recommend this bat. It's not going to be a game changer performance-wise, but it's obviously proven to be really durable. And kind of the interesting thing with this comparison-wise to me was this feels exactly like the first or second year of the 240 stamped Miken short barrels. Just a little bit tighter, but it had the same feel through the zone. It had the same barrel feedback for the most part. Like it had the same sound. Like it's kind of wild how similar this is to one of the earlier Mikens. But just to give you kind of a comparison of what it's similar to, since the Onyx stuff isn't really something that is a household name per se in the U-Trip game. So just to kind of give you an idea what it compares to, would be something like the early short barrel 240 Mikens. That's obviously going to be really durable as well. So I'm looking forward to putting more swings on this thing. Even though it was a little bit light, I think I might have a workaround for that. We'll have to see. Thanks to Spencer for hitting this with me and being patient with me and throwing me another round with this thing. He was ready to move on to something else, and I was determined to see, one, if this thing would break in a little bit more, and two, to not have such a bad round with it. My second round with this thing was kind of a meltdown situation, you might say. I got really frustrated with the bat weight. Being on a baseball field and me not being the greatest hitter doesn't bode very well for me and my mental game sometimes, and I have a very strong mental game. It just kind of gets to me a little bit. So I do thank Spencer for throwing me another round with this thing, so I could kind of settle in and realize, like, hey, this bat is actually pretty decent. I just need to put some more swings on it and kind of like use my head a little bit. I'm not going to be able to drive the ball out of this park as much as I want to try. The performance and everything I'm seeing tells me I can, but I just can't elevate a ball for whatever reason. But enough of the excuses and stuff, right? What we're here to talk about is this bat, and it's something, like I said, that I would recommend. I'm going to put some more swings on it, and I can't wait to update you guys with that. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully we get this thing down to about 240 so we can see what it's about. Huge thanks to the Vegas for sending this out so we can check it out. Huge thanks to Spencer for coming out and hitting with me.
See, that's what's frustrating. Fucking lift that even a little bit and fucking go out.
And being patient with me as I absolutely melt down, as you just heard. And also huge thanks to Whit for coming out and hitting with us. She wasn't on camera or anything, but she was hitting with us, kind of getting ready for her own conference event, so we was letting her do her thing. But she was out here holding an umbrella over the camera because it was getting a little hot. So huge thanks to her as well. Huge thanks to you guys for stopping in and checking out the video. Use code BP Hero to get yourself one of these to come back in stock, or anything else you see on the website you might be interested in. And if that doesn't work, hit me up and I can still save you some money. Swing hard in case you hit it. Don't forget there's extras in here as well from our middle rounds. Enjoy them extras. BP here. Catch you next time.
It's starting to open up.
52 life. You know?
One hot 320. Time to fall, dude, for one hopper.
Oh. ASA ball up and out of here. I'm gonna do that with the hard one.